What are some of the safest states in America? That's what we're going to talk about on today's video. Also, do you live in one of these particular states? I'm going to talk about the top 5 safest states and also the bottom 5 states. Make sure you stay tuned to find out about a crime that is committed in Utah, and nearly 50% of Utahns have been a victim. I'm one of them. So let's get after it right now. And welcome to the Living in Utah channel. I'm Mike Gallagher, a local real estate agent. On this channel, we talk everything about living in Utah. Apart from making videos, I also help people buy or sell real estate. So if I can be of any assistance, I'll put my contact information on the screen. It'll also be down in the show notes. As we get started, this particular article comes from a Wallet Hub publication that was just released. I'll post a link in the show notes if you would like to read the article yourself. And I think we can all agree on one thing. We would all like to live in a safe place. Let's start at the top of the list with the top 5 safest states to live in. Coming in at number 1 on the list, state of Vermont. Coming in at number 2 on the list, the state of New Hampshire. Number 3 on the list, the state of Maine. Number 4 on the list, the state of Massachusetts. Wow. So far we're talking about the northeastern section of the United States. Well, coming in at number 5, we're going to go out to the west portion of the United States, to the state of Utah. I find it pretty interesting that we have 4 states from the northeast. It's actually an area that many people that I've had conversations with tell me is a great place, very safe. They feel very secure. So I'm not surprised when I see these particular states on the list. And coming in at number 5, since I live in the state of Utah, I'm also not surprised that Utah is on the list, at least in the top 10. I figured we would at least crack the top 10. I was surprised when we came in at number 5. As with any list, somebody has to finish on the bottom of the list. How about the bottom 5? Coming in first would be the state of Louisiana. Second would be the state of Mississippi. Third, the state of Texas. 4, state of Arkansas. And 5, the state of Florida. Am I surprised? Well, I am surprised on 2 states that have made the list at the bottom. The state of Texas and the state of Florida. Probably 2 of the hottest states at the current moment. Many people from all over the United States are moving to Texas and Florida. People from California, people from the cold states, Minnesota, Green Bay, all going down towards Texas and Florida. So I was surprised to see those 2 particular states on the list. Let's talk a little bit about the state of Utah when it comes to crime. Salt Lake City, Murray, and Riverdale have the highest reports of property crimes. Salt Lake City itself has the highest violent crime rates, followed by 2 cities, Moab and Ogden. I was a little bit surprised about Moab. It's pretty much a tourist destination. So I was shocked to see that in the report. Also in the state of Utah, if it's any comfort, Utah is below the national crime rate by 37%. We are below the national crime rate by 37%. I think that's a great number. With 242 violent crimes per reported 100,000 residents. The article also stated that serial killer Ted Bundy was listed as the most infamous criminal in Utah, meaning it's been about 5 decades since anything of that severity. Also in the state of Utah, when it comes to crime, the survey found that we have the highest reported package theft nationwide. We lead the nation in package theft. The Porch Pirates. Almost 1 in 2 residents, 48% of the state of Utah reported experiencing package theft in the 12 months prior to the survey, and I can relate to this. I have been a victim of package theft myself. My wife was home one time, and we actually possibly saw someone steal our packages. They were dressed in clothing that was very similar to Amazon colors, and she thought it was the Amazon driver dropping a package off, because in some cases they deliver packages in their own private vehicles, and noticed that somebody was leaving the house into a vehicle and taking off. Well, we come to find out that they actually stole our packages. I think the colors that they chose to wear, they did that on purpose. That's just my opinion. So, in the state of Utah, how are people protecting their property? Well, security cameras, I think that's a great idea. Guard dogs, it's always a great idea. And firearms. Just on a side note, when we're talking about firearms, I go into many homes on a daily basis, and I've seen some of the firearm stash that the residents of the state of Utah own. And I think it's a great deterrent. I personally would never rob someone's house. I don't think there's a chance that I would get out alive. And I would have to take that risk. You know, is there someone in that home with a firearm, like an AK-47 or AR-15 or a shotgun? I don't think I would leave in one piece. So I think it's a great deterrent. That is how residents in the state of Utah are guarding against theft. So in conclusion, I think it's great that we fall on the list in the number 5 spot. Most people that I know like to live in a safe state. If you have any kind of questions, by all means, reach out to me. Glad to answer anything that I can. Till the next video, take care and stay safe.